Hey y'all, I'm back with my last day of my 12 Days of DIY series, and I'm going to be creating shaker snow globes using quite a few elements from the Hip Kit Club November 2016 kit. So I've started by trimming some bases for my snow globes, and those are about 2 3/4 by 2 inches, and you can really, the sizes vary depending on the size of your globe and that kind of thing. I've also cut some mason jars from a die that I have from Lawn Fawn, and I also have the stamp that matches that. So I'm going to make some traditional looking snow globes, but also some mason jar snow globes. I've cut a 4 inch, goodness, I don't have a punch that big. I used my Martha Stewart circle cutter. I've cut a 4 inch piece of pattern paper. I've cut a few 3 inch pieces using my what is it called? My circle cutter and my punch that I have. And then I've also cut some pieces of this plastic clear film. It's kind of like an acetate. And I just showed you the brand just a minute ago. So first I'm going to start by cutting my base or curving my base. What I've done is I've taken it and I've cut the bottom. I've rounded the bottom corners of each. So I'm going to do that again. Then I'm going to take my scissors and just trim upward. You'll see that I've cut a few of those. Next, I was not filming and I didn't realize, but I've taken some ephemera pieces and some puffy stickers and simply placed them inside, I guess, quote unquote, of my snow globe. Now this one I did on camera and I was not filming, but basically what I did was I got a piece of pattern paper, I punched it, and then I put some, I also punched a glitter circle, and I'm going to show you right here how I did that, and then cut it, and then punched another glitter circle so that it would have an outline, and that was kind of more of a no-sew version so that you could see if you didn't have a sewing machine, you can use that and cover it up with that glitter outline. Now here is where I'm showing you don't have to use the acetate. You can simply use some like a pocket page of some sort or packaging really, and I was going to trace the outline and then just show you could cut it out without the die cutting machine. I was just going to trace like that die cut, but really you could cut your own mason jar shape, but I decided not to. I didn't have the right pin for it, and then I was like, whatever, I'm just going to go forward with my process. So I did use plastic page protector on that one, and I'm actually going to end up turning that one upside down because I think the mason jar ones look super cute when they're upside down. So I'll have some that are upside down and some that are right side up. So here's where I'm just placing them together. I'm going to show you how I decorated that one. I simply put some little peppermints inside of that one, and then I'm going to place the plastic on top. You can, if it's too bulky, place your embellishments on top, and that's where I'll show you kind of how I do that with the mason jar one, with the one that has the polar bear. Now that polar bear came from a paper clip that we got in our kit, and I think those are from the Snow and Cocoa collection. I just took the paper clip off, and that last one I just fussy cut some trees and simply adhered them inside of the globe and then place the plastic on top. Now, I've sewed several of these, but I left an opening. So you'll want to sew several of them so that you can fit your sequins or your glitter. I don't have glitter on hand, but I think the glitter would be really pretty in these. So you can fit your glitter and your sequins on the inside. And then obviously you leave an opening and then you go back and you sew that up. I left probably about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of an opening so that I had clear access to like get in. But I basically didn't like think too much. I didn't measure or anything like that. I just went with it. And some of these are sewed horribly. I do not claim to be a great sewer. So I think like the better the sew you are, the better these turn out, but mine are really rough. But I really love the way these turned out. This is probably one of my favorite projects. I'm going to go back and sew those in, and then I'm going to go ahead and start placing my bases on the actual snow globe. So basically you need, a circle shape of some sort. You can cut these yourself. You don't have to use a special tool. And then you need to make your base, which is really done out of a rectangle that's curved, and then you need some sort of plastic, and you can use, like I said, packaging or a page protector, and you really just want the same size of the plastic or the page protector as your actual shape, which for me it's a circle in a mason jar, and you'll want to fill them after you've sewed a little bit and then go back and sew the rest down. Now this one was the no-sew version, and you see kind of what happens when you don't sew them or when you don't adhere them very well, and I did not adhere mine on that one very well at all. And I think if you use some pretty good tape, like maybe the red tape or something, I think that they turn out, it would probably stay a lot it would adhere a lot better than mine did. So you'll see I went back and adjusted some of those because I felt like the bases were too short and I wanted them a little bigger. And so all I did was I picked up the circle part of the globe and then just placed it higher on the base. And that is my final product. I'm going to kind of quickly show you them, but then I have some close-ups that are you can see them a lot better. I just love the way that these turned out. You'll see that there's that snow globe. The mason jar is turned upside down there, and the other one's turned upside down as well. And then you'll see the rest there. I hope you guys enjoyed this process, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.